Hello and welcome, beloveds, to another episode of Ask Dr. Mumbi. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms. We really want to thank everyone that supports us on Patreon. Thanks to everyone that has liked and shared the videos. We appreciate, love you so much, beloveds. And there's been so much overwhelming response on the videos I've been doing about food, about be not eating in restaurants, being aware of who's cooking your food for you, better to cook it yourself, etc., etc. And the conversation has been so amazing, and I've been getting questions about what about even who you eat with. And so I wanted to talk, and there were some other questions that I've been getting, so I wanted to address that. Beloveds, first of all, there was a lady who said that she sent an email. I think she even put it in the comments where she said that she wanted to know if other people cooking your food actually had an effect on your spirit. Because there was a certain family member. Every time that family member cooked, she would seriously feel low energy, etc., etc. Yes, beloveds. Cooking is it's if you look at where it came from and how Babylon describes it, and I'm not saying they're the ones that came up with it. It literally is about creating potions. There's so much about the energy that you put in the food, and it's not just about the food you're making, but it's the spirit in which you cook it. So it is really important to do that. But beloveds, more important is who you share that opportunity with, because you have to start looking at eating as a form of intercourse. As I always say, beloveds, this is a spiritual world first. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And so everything is an exchange of energy. Like if you were to, literally, if you've seen The Matrix, then you know when they have all those numbers. Literally, that's how the world is operating. And so recognizing that, you have to now be really aware of all the interactions that you are engaging in. And you see, eating is like such a deep thing because you're not only feeding yourself physically, you're feeding yourself spiritually. They always tell us, that as above, so below. What that means is that whatever is happening in the physical world, that you're seeing in the physical world, is also taking place in the spiritual world or has taken place in the spiritual world. So be careful who you eat with and be careful the kind of conversations that you're having. And, it's because, beloveds, we are in a totally, I don't even want to call it a new age because so many people misunderstand that term, but we are in a totally different time. As I keep saying, we've left the age of emotion. We're now in the age of the mind, which means that you can take back control of your life. But you see, everything has been trivialized. Babylon has made everything appear so simple. Eating is so simple. All these things that are actually highly meditative acts and impact you. So recognize that, you see, because the thing that you are discussing and the people that you're with, all of their hidden intentions kind of go into your digesting. As you're chewing, beloveds, I know this is going to sound crazy, but as you're chewing physically, you're also digesting that spiritually. And it even has a bigger impact because you're doing it while you're doing the physical act. So be careful who you eat with, beloveds. Really. And make food as something as important as like your prayer life. It's as important as breathing, beloveds. We've talked about how food has been weaponized. We've talked about how, restaurants literally are serving. I mean, there's so much research that's even been done to show all the beef that's being given out in restaurants. There's not even enough cows to have that much beef. Let's just take it to the physical. Let's not say spiritual. So what exactly are people eating? And then now you have to realize, beloveds, because we've moved into a new time where you are now the creator of your reality on such a deep level, you have to get serious about what you eat, how you eat, and who you eat with. Just know that like you're absorbing, like if you're eating with some low vibrational beings, beloveds, you absorb that into you and digest it on such a deep level. We are in the best of times and we are in the worst of times. And I think if people realize that the battle is not outside, it's not about bringing Babylon down and fighting this and fighting that and demonstrating here. That's not really what it's about. It's about reining in your own self and having that discipline to survive the seasons and times ahead, beloveds. So if you know a family member is a known enemy, don't eat. Why would you even eat with them? And why would you even eat their food? Because everything is an exchange. Your attention, your spiritual vibes, that's what you're exchanging. So don't exchange them for something lower. Until next time, tuko pamoja. Hello and welcome, family. How you doing? Welcome. I'm not sure if you're seeing this on the Dr. Mumbi show or the Dr. Mumbi spiritual show, but we just wanted to give you a special heads up. We've been getting, over the last 6 months, we've gotten so many emails from people asking about what they need to do about relocating to Africa. Before it was like people needed general information, but now people are making some serious moves. So we've started a new community. We're going to actually be starting a new channel. You can find the links below. Go ahead and definitely subscribe and hit that notification button so that you find out when we launch our first video. But in case you want to see already, the pre-production stage, find us on Patreon, Karibu Nyumbani. And Karibu Nyumbani basically means welcome home. You can also find the link below. And it's everything you need to know about repatriating to Africa. And the reason we've decided to create the online platform is because people are in need of lawyers, of bankers, of realtors, etc., and advice from these people on how to relocate back to the continent. As someone who relocated 10 years ago, there's a lot of experience that I have under my belt about what the relocation process looks like. So definitely, beloveds, consider subscribing to the new channel, links down below, and join us, more importantly, on Patreon, where you can even ask questions. And by the way, if you're a creator, in terms of, if you're what they call professional, if you're some kind of, if you're a realtor, if you're a lawyer in your country and you'd like to be a country representative to help people relocate, or if you have a consultancy agency, definitely reach out, Dr. Mumbi at drmumbishow.com. You can also join our Patreon family, where we do have a special section for, local country representatives, where we can be sharing all the information, real estate projects, etc., that you have coming up with our wider family. So happy to be starting this journey with you. We wish all of you the greatest success in returning back home. Karibu Nyumbani.